Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome into episode 5 of the Coaching Profile series, and in this one we're going to be talking about current offensive coordinator of the Tennessee Titans, Arthur Smith. So I would say right now that Arthur Smith's one of the more popular coaching candidates. I feel like there's a huge push by multiple fan bases out there that really want to get this guy in the building, have him interviewed for these head coaching openings. I mean, you're taking a look at what he's done in Tennessee over the last couple of seasons. I mean, Ryan Tannehill, obviously that's the first thing that really just jumps off the page at you. He's completely turned his career around. I mean, yeah, a former first-round pick. He had still, he had a lot of potential. It just never really worked out in Miami. Comes to Tennessee, he definitely looks like a more polished quarterback, takes care of the football. So his development has come a long, long way. Obviously, the weapons on the outside, guys like A.J. Brown blossoming at a nice rate. Corey Davis coming in his own as well as a receiver, former top 5 pick. And I do find it quite interesting, really, how the Titans offense was able to change the narrative from recent history. I mean, at one point in time, not too long ago here, the Titans offense struggled mightily to pick up yards, to really pick up first downs and score points on a consistent basis. One week they would look fantastic, and then they would follow that performance up with a not so great performance, right? Or even some cases, a horrible performance. So, I definitely find that interesting because you're taking a look at how the Titans play now. They move the ball, they're efficient, they complete a lot of passes, they run the ball extremely well. I mean, again, you take a look back in the past couple of seasons, 3, 4, 5 seasons ago, this was the Titans offense that virtually did not throw the ball downfield. It just wasn't really an area of Mariota. It wasn't an area where Mariota excelled. I felt like he was always dealing with some sort of injury. Like there was just always some sort of lingering issue. The offense was really complex. It was really complicated. Certain guys weren't really developing in the right way. And believe it or not, I was actually a huge fan of that offense. Like the 50-50 split between passing and running, really building off the play action. Like I love, in terms of schematics, I love that system. I just didn't feel like it was right for Tennessee. And that's why I feel like they were always kind of living in mediocrity. But now, again, you're taking a look at the Titans offense. This team can score on anybody. They can run the ball on anybody. And so it begs the question, how did we go from this out of sync, out of rhythm mess to a great product on the football field? It's because of Arthur Smith, right? He took over just a couple of seasons ago as OC, and the Titans offense has not looked back. I mean, they're running the ball effectively. They're completing a lot of passes. Really, Arthur Smith came in the building and simplified everything. He didn't put a lot on Ryan Tannehill's plate. They're setting the offense up in third and shorts. I mean, Derrick Henry, he's running like a madman. He's a top 3, top 5 running back in the league, and nobody questions that. Nobody doubts that. They have such a great push at the line of attack. I really feel like Arthur Smith came in with the mindset of, we're not going to beat teams by my play calling. We're not going to beat teams by my system. We're going to beat teams because we have better players. There's really nothing too innovative or creative about it. It's literally going into the mindset of, okay, our offensive line, guys like Jones and Saffold and Taylor Lewan, are better than your defensive line. We're going to go push them around. Derrick Henry, good luck trying to tackle him. We have basketball players on the outside, and Corey Davis and A.J. Brown stepping up and making huge plays on the outside in the red zone and whatnot. And then you're looking at the quarterback position with Ryan Tannehill, a guy who's been in the league for 8 years now. So he's seen a lot of different defensive looks. A guy who's mobile, a guy who has a solid arm, a guy who works really well off of play action. And you say, okay, Ryan, we're going to put you in third and shorts. We're going to give you one of the best running backs in the game, a ferocious offensive line, and 2 big-bodied wide receivers. We don't need you to be the savior like you were asked to do in Miami with Adam Gase. We're not asking you to do that. We don't want you to throw for 400 yards every single game. We don't want 55 attempts. It's complete passes, hand the ball off. Don't turn the ball over. That's it. So utilize your legs sometimes. Ryan Tannehill does not have a lot on his plate. He came in completely selfless, all right? It's not about me. It's about the team. It's about my players. It's not about my scheme. It's not about my play calling. It's about the players. Our players are better than the defenders. Let's do simple stuff and get rid of all this thinking so players can play fast and play hard. So you're looking at the situation and you're asking yourself, okay, is there any sort of concerns with Arthur Smith being a 38-year-old guy coming from Tennessee who has complete control over the offense? Is there any sort of red flags that one might worry about moving forward? I think there for me personally, there's just a couple of things. Number one, it's not something that Smith is doing right now that's specifically turning me off or shying me away. It's more so I'm concerned if you take Arthur Smith and you give him a roster filled with rookies, filled with younger players, filled with unproven guys that still have a long ways to go, that haven't really seen a lot, without a dominant run game, without two, highly skilled, highly talented wide receivers, without that vicious offensive line play. I just don't necessarily know how Smith would handle that situation, okay? I just feel as though Arthur Smith needs to see some more time. I just don't think he's ready personally to take that next step. I'm not saying it would be a horrendous hire or anything like that. I definitely feel like the Jets would put a competent football product out on the football field. But again, I feel like Smith, I don't want to say Smith needs to see some adversity or something like that. But I definitely want to see Arthur Smith when the chips are down, when things aren't going well in a tight playoff race or something like that. How does Arthur Smith's offense respond? What are the adjustments that are going to be made if Tannehill, gets hurt and they have to put in the backup quarterback or something along those lines, right? When adversity strikes, will Arthur Smith step up to the plate? And again, this isn't something that Arthur Smith is doing right now that shies me away. It's just a fear of mine moving forward, because you're taking a look at the Titans personnel. It's perfect. It's perfect for what they want to do. They want to run the ball. They want to control the clock. They want to control time of possession. Throw it when they need to, complete a lot of passes, simple reads, and have Tannehill be mobile and pick up easy third downs. Really get the team in third shorts, and again, control the clock, control the ball, and really just run the air out of the ball, essentially. So those are my concerns with Arthur Smith. Again, it's not a horrendous hire or anything like that. It would definitely be an upgrade over Adam Gase. I just don't know with the personnel that the Titans have. I just don't know if it would be such a seamless transition. So again, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I know there's a huge subset of Jets fans that really want Arthur Smith, and again, he is definitely a formidable coach. I just feel like he might need a little bit more time as kind of that assistant role. So I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and as always, thanks so much for watching, and go Jets.